Ahoy everyone, I'm Daniel Gibbs, producer and program manager for Starship Command, Orion Spur, coming to you today with another command briefing where we're going to talk some about the stretch goals of our Kickstarter that is upcoming hopefully in the near future. Before I get to those stretch goals though, I want to talk a little bit about some concerns I've seen pop up in comments on our YouTube videos, a couple of times in Discord, etc., about the viability of Kickstarter. And hey, I understand that there have been some projects on Kickstarter that got funded and didn't deliver, or maybe they didn't deliver what they said they were going to do in a timely manner, so on and so forth. But we are doing something a little bit different here, and not a little bit, a lot different, because we're putting out a demo prior to asking for money.
Many have said that, but you are the first I believe could do it.
We have been really direct from the get-go. This has been kind of my going-in proposition when I decided on Kickstarter a couple of years back that we're not doing anything besides asking for people to watch the Kickstarter preview until we have released a demo and you guys have gotten to play it. And I believe that really reduces the risk. It makes it easier to make a decision, an informed decision, and also that I have put out 4 other Kickstarters. Yes, they are for books, but they've all been successfully delivered. That's just some concerns that I've seen. I wanted to raise that counterpoint to all of you, and again, just reinforce that we're putting out our demo first, and I think it's going to speak for itself. Now, with that out of the way, I want to talk about some of our stretch goals. And we've got quite a few of them. I'm only going to cover some of them today. The first one I'm going to talk about is at the $200,000 level, soundtrack album release. Now, this is kind of 2 things in one here. One of it is our composer, Joel, will be able to spend more time because he will have a larger budget to compose custom music for a lot more stuff. Instead of using blocks, 30-second chunks of music, we'll actually be able to have him sit down and compose, like a film score, all the major story elements of the game across the campaign. That's something I really want to do. Obviously, it costs money. We get to that $200,000 level, we get that, and we also do a digital release of the soundtrack to all backers, major or higher. Going from there, the next thing is the Coalition shipback at $250,000. We're going to add 2 Coalition Defense Force warships to the skirmish mode. One is a Gladius-class destroyer. The other is a Lepetano-class missile cruiser. If you've read the books, you know that the Gladius class predates the Ajax class and was the previous destroyer before its introduction, circa 2460. The Lepetano, on the other hand, has been around for a while, and it's a purpose-built missile ship that has a lot of missile cells. It can, deliver a big alpha strike, but it's limited by the amount of missiles that it carries. They're both unique. I think they'll be fun and, great additions to the skirmish mode. At $300,000, we add the CSV Oxford to the skirmish mode, and it gets into the campaign as well. Again, if you've read the books, the Oxford is an intelligence ship. It's kind of a clandestine vessel, and it has a module in the center of it that can be switched out for different modes. Some of those are more around signals intelligence. Some of them are around deploying commando units, and one of them is a weapons pod, and we will have all of that set up so you can fly whichever version of the Oxford you'd like to. Moving on to $350,000, we have a League of Souls ship pack with 2 new vessels there. One is the Alexander-class battleship. The second is the Ho Chi Minh-class light cruiser. The Alexander is the largest ship in the game, if we add that, and it's just a beast. It should be a different style of gameplay than anything else that's in the game currently. And the Ho Chi Minh is a light cruiser. It's fast, packs a punch, and fun to fly and fun to fly against. And then we move on to a really big milestone at 400,000. My goal from the initial design of Starship Command, Orion Spur, has been to tell a multifaceted story through different ships in this war. And as I'm sure you can imagine, building one bridge, one crew, that takes a pretty decent amount of money, voice cast, so on and so forth. Having more than one really amps up the cost. So having the CSV Tucson stealth raider in the campaign with the crew from the books, custom bridge specifically for it, and all the stuff that goes with it, that is a big increase in scope, and it's something we can't do until we get to that 400,000 level. But if we get there, and I'm very hopeful that we get there, we will have 2 single-player missions featuring the Tucson and her crew. And if you have read Intervention, I can confirm that one of those missions is going to be flying through the atmosphere of a gas giant and doing some pretty cool stuff with new mechanics. From there, if that's not enough, at 450,000, we have something that I've seen a lot of people ask for. And again, these are things that we wanted to do from the beginning, but were constrained by cost, by schedule. And, you know, when you have those constraints, you kind of have to temper your enthusiasm. But at 450,000, we want to add voice command integration. So you've got your microphone, and instead of pressing a button to tell your crew what to do, you can tell them using your voice. Call to battle stations, tell the tactical officer what to do, so on and so forth. Very authentic, immersive, that sort of thing. And that's something, again, we really hope that we get to and would be a great addition to the game. From there, we have 3 more stretch goals, but I'm not going to discuss them today. They're ambitious. They're very cool. You guys are going to love them. But I want to get a little bit further in before I discuss those, and we might have a mock-up or 2, maybe, that we could show you guys here in the next couple of months. But that's where we're at today. That's where we're at with stretch goals. I hope that answers some questions.
And there was much rejoicing.
So thanks for listening. Please do all the YouTube things, like, subscribe, so on and so forth. I'm going to have another video coming in the very near future where we talk about the physical rewards for the Kickstarter, the tiers above Colonel. Stay tuned for that. That's going to be fun. And more dev blogs and gameplay videos as we march to completion of the demo. Thanks for listening. Have a great day. Happy New Year.